Lesson 10-1, Example 1. Our objective is to learn to estimate the area of an irregular figure. And when we're finding area, area is the amount of surface that a figure covers. So here we have a funky little shape, funky little figure going all over the place, maybe the shape of a pond or something like that. And one of the things when we measure area, we measure it in square units. And a square unit, how we determine that is, here we have a square. And on one side, let's say this is just one of those squares, we have one. It's 1 unit in length. In this case, we're looking in miles, so it's 1 mile on this side, and it's 1 mile on this side. If we multiply that together, we have 1 square unit. And we can use this little symbol, the square symbol, to denote that. So when I'm estimating this figure right here, I started off by looking at the full squares that were totally within the figure, and I shaded those in red. So the number of red figures that I have are the total of full squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I have 20 full red squares. Then I went and I looked for squares that were mostly filled in, almost complete. And those I shaded in blue. So these blue ones, they're almost complete. There's just a little bit that's not showing on them. And so I'm going to count those as full squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm counting those as full squares because I'm just estimating. I want an about. Then I went and I looked at those squares that were maybe about half full. And I shaded those in green. And so that if they're half full, for every 2 of the green ones, I can count that as 1 full square. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 of those squares, and since each one is worth a half, I have 4, 2, 3, 4 full squares, 4 full green squares. Now what's remaining, I have these little bits remaining here, and those are almost empty. I'm going to think of those as almost empty. So I'm just going to ignore those. So my area that it comes up with is I have 20 of those full squares, 7 full squares from the blue, and 4 full squares from the green. So I'm going to add those up. 20 plus 7 is 27, plus 4 is 31 of these squares. So I can say 31 square miles. And that is my estimate. It's not exact, but it's close enough.